These fires caused the loss of many lives. But why were so many lives lost? One thing these fires have in common is that they occurred in buildings that had only one staircase. It is thought that a factor which contributed to the increased damage was that the staircase, which was the only evacuation route, became unusable due to flames and smoke, delaying the victim's escape. This video will follow a storyline to explain life-saving actions to take in order to avoid similar losses in an assumed scenario where a fire breaks out in a building with a single staircase. What should you do if a similar fire occurs in your building? Please imagine the scenario as you watch the following. This building is occupied by various types of businesses, such as restaurants, clinics, and offices. In this scenario, a fire has started on the second floor of the building, which has only one indoor staircase. Depending on the location of the fire, evacuation using the staircase as the evacuation route may be difficult in such a building.
Wow! 火事だ！火事だ！火事だ！
どうした？結城と今は消火器で消火。鈴木はお客さんの避難誘導。私は119番通報する。
はい。はい。
消防庁、火事ですか？救急ですか？
火事です。
消防車が向かう住所を教えてください。
千代田区大手町4丁目5番6号東証ビルです。
何が燃えていますか
？2階の段ボールが燃えています。
わかりました。向かいます。
Because others nearby were notified using a loud voice, and the fire alarm was used to notify other tenants when the fire was found, a quick response was possible. Also, the fire brigade also attended because a 119 call was made. Early notification can also help mitigate damage, so be sure to review your initial response in drills on a regular basis. Evacuation routes are limited in a building with only one staircase, so it is especially important to know about a fire quickly and notify occupants quickly. If you discover a fire, loudly notify others of the fire and press the button on a nearby automatic fire alarm to notify everyone in the building about the fire. It is important to divide the tasks and act quickly in the initial response to a fire. Upon finding a fire, promptly notify other employees and other tenants and assign roles and act. Roles should be defined in advance in the firefighting plan with drills and checks regularly. In addition, automatic fire alarm systems that notify of fires should be regularly inspected and properly maintained. If you discover a fire, call 119 immediately. When you call 119, you will be asked whether you are calling about a fire or an ambulance, the address, the name of the building, and what is burning. Be sure to call 119 before reporting the incident to your supervisor or manager. Also, displaying a sample of what to say in a report near the phone will help people remain calm when reporting in an emergency. Next, let's look at initial firefighting.
別の場所にある消火器を持っていくので、後から追いかけます。
お願いします。先に向かいます。安全ピンを抜いて、ホースを火元に向けて、レバーを握って消火。
消火器発見。消火器を持ってきました。 一緒に消火します。
お願いします。
どうしよう。
消えない。これ以上は危険なので避難誘導に加わりましょう。私は隊長に連絡します。エマさんは避難誘導に加わってください。
はい。
店長、こちら2階です。消火器による消火失敗しました。全員で避難誘導を開始します。
了解。
These are the main points of initial firefighting. When performing initial firefighting, gather and use as many fire extinguishers as possible to extinguish the fire. Aim at the object which is burning, not the flames, and maintain an effective range 3 to 5 meters when fighting the fire, as well as securing a path to retreat. Please be aware of these 3 points when performing initial firefighting. As a general rule, if you feel danger, such as when flames are reaching the ceiling or the fire is spreading due to strong flames or smoke, do not try to extinguish the fire and evacuate instead. When evacuating, close doors while you are evacuating to prevent the spread of flames and smoke. And if fighting the fire was unsuccessful, notify the private fire brigade leader as soon as the safety of the firefighting team is secured. Next, let's look at evacuation procedures. First, when evacuation via the staircase is possible.
店長、2階のエレベーターホールで段ボールが燃えてます。
結城と今は消火器で消火。鈴木はお客さんの避難誘導。私は119番通報する。
はい、2階のエレベーターホールで火災が発生しました。階段を使って落ち着いて避難してください。2階のエレベーターホールで火災が発生しました。階段を使って落ち着いて避難してください。エレベーターは使用せず階段から避難してください。エレベーターは使用せず階段から避難してください。エレベーターは使用せず階段から。最後です。最後です。
The evacuation was successfully completed. Drills should be conducted regularly to ensure that you can evacuate quickly. Evacuation routes are limited in a building with only one staircase. So while visibility is good, locate the evacuation route and determine whether or not it is possible to escape via the staircase. In principle, the staircase should be used to evacuate if the staircase is usable. Also, if there are windows in the staircase, opening the windows can control the staircase from filling with smoke. If a fire compartment is installed in the staircase, be sure to close the fire door leading to the staircase to prevent the fire and smoke spreading to the staircase and upper floors. Depending on the size and use of the building and the era in which it was built, a fire compartment may not be installed in the staircase, but installing one is very effective in providing an escape route. Next, let's look at what to do when escape via the staircase is not possible and evacuation equipment is installed.
2階のエレベーターホールで火災が発生しました。落ち着いて避難してください。2階のエレベーターホールで火災が発生しました。落ち着いて避難してください。
煙で階段から避難ができない。
奥の部屋に避難器具があったはず。そちらに避難しましょう。こっちです。こっちの部屋に入って。逃げ遅れはいませんか？棚にアルミテープがあるので取ってきてください。
はい。
避難器具を使って避難しましょう。火事です。千代田区大手町4丁目5番6号東証ビルの火災です。2階の奥の部屋に4人避難し、避難器具で避難中です。
They could evacuate quickly because Mr. Suzuki knew where the evacuation equipment was located and how to use it. Conduct drills regularly to confirm the location of evacuation equipment and how to use it. Now let's look at what to do when escape via the staircase is not possible and evacuation equipment is not installed.
2階のエレベーターホールで火災が発生しました。落ち着いて避難してください。2階のエレベーターホールで火災が発生しました。落ち着いて避難してください。
煙で階段から避難ができない。
奥に窓のある部屋があるので、そちらに避難しましょう。こっちです。こっちの部屋に入って。逃げ遅れはいませんか？棚にアルミテープがあるので取ってきてください。
はい。
肺炎のため窓を開けてください。
はい。
できる限り姿勢を低くして煙を吸わないように気をつけてください。
はい。
Also, notifying the fire brigade by cell phone with information such as about people who were unable to escape will lead to a faster rescue.
火事です。千代田区大手町4丁目5番6号東証ビルの火災です。2階の奥の部屋に逃げ遅れが4名います。ここです。ここにいます。助けてください。
By closing the doors while evacuating, the smoke was contained and time was bought, allowing the people to be rescued safely. How to evacuate when the staircase cannot be used should also be confirmed during drills. In a building with a single staircase, it is also important to assume that the staircase may not be usable. If the building has a balcony or evacuation equipment that is effective for evacuation, make sure it can be used effectively. If temporarily evacuating within a building is unavoidable, close the doors on the stairs and along the evacuation route to prevent smoke from entering the evacuation area. When a fire occurs in a building with one staircase, there are 3 actions that are especially important to prevent similar casualties in your building or business. 1. Know about the fire as soon as possible and notify everyone in the building as soon as possible. 2. Prevent the spread of flames and smoke. 3. Secure evacuation routes. And even if the staircase is not available, assess the situation appropriately and take evacuation actions as much as possible. Conduct drills and checks on a regular basis so that we can act to protect our lives in case of emergency.